Yeah.
About that.
It's showtime.
Welcome to the YatCast. This episode is about the impeachments of Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. But first, I would like to give thanks to all my real life and social media friends, and others, who forced me to delve deeper into things to find the underlying cause. They forced me to determine why things are or are not. They forced me to think about things in a way to see what could be or what cannot be. So, let's get started. Before I start, I need to declare that I am neither Republican nor Democrat. I gave that up about 20 years ago. Historically speaking, I grew up Republican, switched to Democrat, and then went independent. From the late 1980s on, I never really voted for the party to which I was registered. I usually voted women, minorities, third party, and generally anti-incumbent. Starting with the 2016 election, I started voting for actual policy now that women and minorities have a strong hand in our governance. Using the left and right paradigm, I stand just a touch to the left of center of the political spectrum, which is, coincidentally, where most of our countrymen and countrywomen stand. I feel that the Democratic Party slid right of center in the 1980s when Tip O'Neill sold the party out to Reaganism. It wasn't apparent back then. However, today it is more than obvious. I volunteered. I wrote the blank check. I took the oath. My MOS, also known as training, was such that I had to get and maintain a security clearance. All these years later, I still hold to that oath and the requirements of the security clearance, even though what I worked on is ancient history, technologically speaking. One of the requirements of my security clearance was to be vigilant about who I associated with, because a simple slip of the tongue to the wrong person could jeopardize our national security. Now, I must reiterate some things that I've stated in previous episodes. Our founding documents were written to be understood without the aid of scholars or lawyers. Our founding fathers were leery of mob rule as much as they were afraid of a unitary government. They held oaths as sacred and believed that anyone in a position of public trust was to be held to a higher standard. William Jefferson Clinton. I'm sure I will catch a lot of flack from the Democrats, but such is life. His articles of impeachment include many instances of things, but boils down to just a few. Witness tampering, lying under oath, inciting someone to commit a felony, and violating his oath of office. Yes, he should have been impeached. Beyond that, he should have been removed from office. Here's why. With all of the charges brought against him, which are impeachable, there is one glaring omission. An omission that could ruin a service member's life by getting them court-martialed, sent to Leavenworth, a dishonorable discharge, and a life of near hell trying to get a job. Well, serious, those charges don't come close to one that had the potential to be a true high crime. See episode 9 for what a high crime is. It revolves around the fact that he had a secret affair. It wasn't the fact that he had an affair. It isn't that he lied about that affair. It is the fact that it left him open to blackmail. If any nation found out about it, they could have blackmailed him to commit treason. That alone should have been enough to remove him from office. Donald John Trump. I'm going to catch a lot of flack here as well. Oh well. The current articles of impeachment against him include abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Yes, he should have been impeached. And he should be removed from office. Here's why. He has committed many offenses that qualify under Article 2, Section 4. See Episode 9. However, let's focus on what is in the current articles of impeachment for just a little bit. Each and every one of them is an impeachable offense. They are also crimes for which he could be indicted for after he is out of office. Yes, many of the charges against Clinton were violations of law as well. However, there is one underlying thing that the Founding Fathers would have been appalled by. One for which they would have kicked him out of office in a heartbeat. That is violating his oath of office. Our founders held oaths as sacred. Holding to an oath meant honor, and with honor came trustworthiness. Every federal civil servant, from the military to the president, takes an oath to the Constitution. The Constitution is our government. The government is the country. And the country is the people. Breaking that oath means breaking a covenant with the people. All of us. Not just his party or the opposing party, but every single one of us. The Constitution grants certain duties to our legislative branch. With those duties, so that they may do them properly, is the inherent duty of oversight of the other branches. That means the administrative and the judicial. They do not have to show any reason for requesting to talk to any member of the administration or to receive documents. There are some caveats and some things that times may have to be juggled around, but that's true. President Trump is correct about the separation of powers. He has the right to push back and argue about some things. However, his blanket denial to provide Congress with information for them to perform their duties violates the congressional duty and right of oversight. It breaks the oath he swore when he was inaugurated, an oath he swore before God.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
For this alone, he should be removed from office. Thank you for spending some time with me, and I'll see you at the next YatCast. Are you enjoying the YatCast? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/YatCast. That's https://www.patreon.com/YatCast.